Hello guys! You guys must have seen many luxurious properties, but what will you say about a house which stands at the position of the most expensive house in the world? So in this video we are going to give you a virtual information tour of this ostentatious estate while engaging all two of your senses. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon and click notifications for more amazing facts, and do leave a comment in the comment section below. Let's begin. In Mumbai, on the renowned Altamont Road stands Antilia, the most expensive home ever created. Billionaire Indian industrialist Mukesh Ambani's wife Nita describes her 27-story Mumbai house Antilia as a modern home with an Indian heart, and the only home we have in the world. In the New York Times, the closed-door policy has only piqued the worldwide fascination that has surrounded the edifice. The magazine said of Antilia, Ambani said rooms for the family are at the top of the high-rise to let in plenty of sunlight. The family quarters sit at the pinnacle. We made our home right at the top because we wanted the sunlight, so it is an elevated house on top of a garden, Nita said. Vanity Fair said like any Indian housewife, Nita keeps a track of the weekly kitchen spending and waits for her husband, with candles lit and supper ready, to come home from office, which is typically at 11 at night. I like to have everything smiley and happy for my husband. Men don't want to see a grumpy face at the end of a hard day, it quotes Nita as saying. The article also talks about a series of enterprises that Nita has built in the past years that are proud success stories in contemporary India, like an international preparatory school, a Premier League cricket team, the nation's first Braille newspaper in Hindi, and a 400-acre model township that houses 12,000 people. For a modern Maharaja living in Mumbai, a peninsular city where land is in the particular short supply, there is nowhere to go but up, and Ambani's went, it read. Antilia started building in 2006 and was built in consultation with US architecture firms Perkins and Will and Hurst Bedner Associates, with the Australian brand construction company Leighton Contractors initially taking charge of its construction. The construction was compelled by B.E. Billionaire and Company Limited. The home was also designed to survive an earthquake rated 8 on the Richter scale. It is considered by some to be the tallest single-family house in the world, but others disqualify the Antilia because it includes space for a staff of 600. The 4,532 square meter, 1.120 acre land on which Antilia was built housed an orphanage called Karim Hoy Abraham Khoja Yatim Khana with 60 orphans and belonged to a charity run by the Waqf board. The orphanage had been founded in 1895 by Karim Hoy Ibrahim, a wealthy ship owner. The home ascends 27 stories, stretching 568 feet high, granting the massive structure with prime view of the Arabian Sea. In technical terms, the home is the second most expensive residential property in the world, considering Buckingham Palace is worth around $5 billion US. However, Buckingham Palace is considered a crown property, whereas Antilia is a private residence, and the most expensive private residential property at that, with some pricing estimates as high as $2 billion. In this massive home, several ceilings are double or triple heightened so that 27 flawed skyscrapers look more like a 50 or 60 floor building. On some of the lower floors, there is a multi-level car lot that can hold 168 vehicles, including Lou Cash's precious rupees 5 crore Maybach, a car for very important people. Somewhere in that car lot is also a car service station. The home also has 3 helipads placed on the roof. As you continue to ascend, you will eventually run into a spa and a ballroom. The ballroom is adorned with multiple crystal chandeliers that cover 80% of the ceiling, leaving 20% exposed and unadorned. To capitalize on the entertainment focus areas of the house, there's a movie theater that sits 50 viewers. There are multiple balconies and terraces with luscious gardens hanging. The vegetation attached to the sides of the building is meant to absorb sunlight to keep the interior as cool as possible. The home comes fitted with an ice room equipped with a snow generator meant to mimic a winter wonderland. Above the car lot, you'll find an extravagant lobby composed of 9 elevators. Further up is a 2-story recreation center with a lap pool, a gym, a juice bar, dance studio, and a yoga studio. Floors like these are how Jeff Bezos transformed his I Sell Books body to his I Sell What I Want physique. The immaculate structure was designed by architects Perkins and Will out of Chicago, and the interior design was overseen by an Australian company called Leighton Holdings. While the 400,000 square foot building is home to just 6, it's also meant to make room for a staff of 600 cooks, cleaners, and security personnel, so that makes the size of the mansion less excessive. Within the 27 stories, there are 6 sections of the home that are meant to reflect earth, water, fire, air, sound, and light. These elements were placed from bottom to top as to mimic the ascension to enlightenment. The building is named after a legendary island also called the Isle of the Seven Cities. Considering the unique shape of the skyscraper and the fact that its construction cost not 6, not 7, not 8, but 10 figures, it'd be fair assumption to presume the design of the home is symbolic, or at least on purpose. And that assumption would be correct. This incredible structure was meticulously crafted by Hindi influence and generously laced with religious symbolism. Throughout the mansion, there are 2 reoccurring motifs, the sun and the lotus. These symbols are meant to represent rebirth. The materials used to stand for these themes include marble crystal and none other than mother of pearl. There is a temple in the home in which the family of 6 goes to pray regularly. There are many statues of Hindu deities throughout the home, including the Hindu god Ganesh, revered as the remover of obstacles, and Shiva, the Hindu deity who destroys to make way for new creation. Along with religious themes and the motives of lotus and sun, the house is said to have been inspired by the Atlantic Ocean. The owner of the $2 billion home is Mukesh Ambani, a petroleum titan, chairman of Reliance Industries, and, surprise surprise, the richest man in India. Mukesh is responsible for 1/5 of India's exports, which is outrageous considering India makes up for 1/3 of the Earth's population. Mukesh's father created a business that turned into the world's biggest producer of polyester fibers and yarns. Mukesh multiplied his inheritance many times over to become one of the richest men in all of Asia. For years, Mukesh was a member of the top 10 richest people in the world. Mumbai is the commercial capital of India and is also called the city that never sleeps. The city is also home to the entertainment industry in India, so it's commonly known as Bollywood. Where the city is home to the world's most expensive homes, it's unfortunately also home to the world's largest slum, completed in 2010. This 27-story family home of Kumala Hill in South Mumbai is thought to be the world's most expensive. While many locals will admit to almost proudly pointing out the eyesore to visiting friends and relatives, most harbor mixed emotions about this obscene display of wealth in a city where 1 in 5 people live below the poverty line. The popular film Slumdog Millionaire was set in Mumbai. The public reception of the creation of the house has been harsh at best. I believe offending neighbors comes standard when you're creating a home worth over $1 billion, but there is certainly warrants for any offense taken in this particular case. I must admit, while the city was built on the richest stripe of land in the city, it's hard to not notice the contrast in a city like Mumbai with such depth of poverty just blocks away. Jian Prakash told the New York Times in 2010 that the home is in a way reflective of how the rich are turning their faces away from the city. Tata Group's former chairman Ratan Tata said Antilia is an example of rich Indians' lack of empathy for the poor. Tata said, the person who lives in there should be concerned about what he sees around him and asking can he make a difference. If he is not, then it's sad because this country needs people to allocate some of their enormous wealth to finding ways of migrating the hardship that people have. It makes me wonder why someone would do that. That's what revolutions are made of. In Mumbai, 40% of children under the age of 5 are underweight. The gap between the rich and the poor is as stark and vast here as any other place in the world. Still, there are some that bring up the charitable acts of the Ambani family, which include the creation of a hospital. When discussing the moral responsibilities of the family, not to mention numbers of philanthropy ventures specifically by Nita Ambani, Mukesh's wife, which is great and all. But no one is going to ignore the gargantuan mansion towering over the city or any of Mukesh's indulgences over than the mansion. Years before the creation of Antilia, Mukesh bought his wife an Airbus for her birthday for $60 million. He had the passenger jumbo jet refitted with a living room, a bedroom, satellite TV, and sky bar and a spa. Unlike most families worth billions, the Ambani family owns just the one home as opposed to the expected several around the globe. Initially, the family started a house with Mukesh's mother and brothers, but after Mukesh's father passed away from a stroke, he decided to break the bank on the 400,000 square foot home. The children of Mukesh and Anita all studied at universities in the States. Isha, the eldest daughter, recently graduated from Yale. Her twin brother Akash and younger brother Anand both graduated from Brown University. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. So that's it for today's video. I'll be back with some more mind-blowing facts in the next video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel, and watch the bell icon and click notification all for more awesome facts and stories. Thanks for watching. Bye.